Namaskaram. On the occasion of the festival of Panihati, Kalālayā presents you a song glorifying Lord Nitai or Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is none other than Lord Balarama. Now, let us see what this Panihati festival is all about. So, Srila Raghunatha Goswami was one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan who were disciples of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Lord Krishna himself. Now, Srila Raghunatha Goswami was a householder and he was a multi-millionaire, and he wanted to be in the association of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was in Jagannath Puri. So he tried to run away from his house multiple times to be with Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but then somehow or other his father got him and brought him back to his house. And after his failed attempts, he came to know that Lord Nitai or Lord Balarama has come to Panihati, to a place called Panihati, which is situated on the northern side of Kolkata in West Bengal. So he thought, let us go now and take the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is Lord Balarama himself. Now he travelled to Panihati. Now Lord Nitai was seated on a rock under a tree on the bank of Mother Ganga, and when Raghunatha Goswami had darshan of Lord Nitai, he was far away and he paid his obeisances to him, and some other devotee showed that Raghunatha is here. So immediately Lord Nitai called him and he blessed him by touching his lotus feet on the head of Srila Raghunatha Goswami. It is very fortunate, right, to have the lotus feet of the Lord on our head. How fortunate Raghunatha Goswami must have been to get this mercy from Lord Nitai. Lord Nitai is naturally very humorous and very, very merciful. Srila Raghunatha Goswami was ordered by Lord Nitai to make a festival of chipped rice or flat rice. We call it poha in Hindi and abal in Tamil. So chipped rice mixed with curd or yogurt, and offer it to the Lord and distribute to all the devotees there. So immediately Srila Raghunatha Goswami, he buys all the ingredients, the chipped rice, sugar, bananas, everything he buys, milk, all these he buys, and he prepared many items using chipped rice and yogurt. So they also bought many clay pots. Now with these clay pots, they dipped all the chipped rice in one pot which had hot milk, and half of that chipped rice was mixed with yogurt, banana and sugar, and the rest of the chipped rice which was in the hot milk was mixed with condensed milk, sugar and a special type of banana called 𝗀𝗵𝗁 and camphor. In Tamil we call it 𝗪. So with that, 2 different types of offerings were made, and they were offered to Lord Nitai, and they were distributed to all the devotees assembled there in 2 different clay pots, one which has milk ingredients and the other one which had yogurt ingredient. And now all the great devotees, they sat around Lord Nitai and they started partaking the offerings, 2 different offerings made with chipped rice. Hearing about this great festival happening, all the learned scholars, brahmanas and priests, they came to that spot, and more boga, more prasadam was made, and all the devotees who were coming newly were also served with the prasadam. And some were sitting on a raised platform, some were sitting at the bottom of the platform, some were sitting on the river bank of Ganga. And after everybody was served the prasadam, Lord Nitai meditated and he brought Lord Nimai there. Lord Nimai is Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Lord Gauranga, who is Lord Krishna himself. Now Lord Nitai took Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with him, and from each and every pot he took some morsel and fed Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lovingly and humorously, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also did the same. He fed Lord Nitai. And then they together sat, and there were 4 pots of untouched chipped rice, and they partook that, and it was a very lovely sight. Many people couldn't understand what Lord Nitai was doing when he was feeding Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and some were very fortunate to have darshan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well. And now these 2 brothers, Lord Nitai and Lord Nimai, they sat together and ate those chipped rice boga, and some people, some great devotees, they could, they could feel that they were watching Lord Krishna and Balarama along with his Gopa friends, Gopas, cowherd boys, sitting around and eating lunch during their Vrindavan pastimes. And other shopkeepers who heard that this great festival is going on here, they all came there to sell their chipped rice, banana and sugar. Srila Raghunatha Goswami bought all those items and he paid them, and he also fed them prasadam made out of all these items. And this is how Srila Raghunatha Goswami was immensely blessed by Lord Nitai and Lord Nimai, and we are also very blessed to hear this wonderful pastime. So on this day, it's very special to make some offerings to the Lords at our house with chipped rice or poha or aval, whatever you may call it, and yogurt or curd or 𝗏𝗏, so it's very, very special. So this festival is called Panihati 𝗏𝗏 This is a very wonderful festival. So let's remember Lord Nitai and Lord Nimai and Srila Raghunatha Goswami on this day. If possible, we can make preparations out of chipped rice and yogurt and offer it to the Lord and partake the prasadam. Thank you very much. Now we have a song glorifying Lord Nitai, written by Srila 𝗨𝗏𝗏 𝗏, who is a very great devotee of the Lord. And joining me, we have Mrs. Lata Anand, who has also sung this song beautifully, wonderfully. She is a Carnatic vocal teacher. We are very happy to have her sing this song for us. Thank you very much, Lata.